Hi, I'm Divya and welcome to my channel Beauty is Subjective. Today, I will be talking all about eye creams. Are they really needed? Which ingredients to look for? And which ingredients you should focus on depending on the concern that you're looking to solve using the eye cream. But before we delve deeper into that, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Go do it right now. I'm gonna wait. Okay, here we go. All the products mentioned in the video will always be linked in the description below. And also, just a note to everyone, this is a very content heavy video. It has a lot of information. Feel free to take notes, feel free to pause as often as you need to, and feel free to ask me any questions you may have in the comments. I'll also try to include markers to the various sections of the video if you want to jump over to the section that is more specific to your concern. The 4 concerns that we will be addressing today are dryness, dark circles, fine lines or wrinkles, and puffiness. Is an eye cream needed? The skin around our eye area is extremely thin and delicate. It also goes through a lot because we express ourselves using our eyes throughout the day. Also, there's a lot more stress now because of increased screen times. So our eyes are working overtime. Also, with age, there is a decrease in elastin and in collagen. Decrease in these two leads to a loss of elasticity and a loss of plumpness in our face and our skin as we grow older. Imagine a rubber band being pulled and stretched every day. Eventually it loses its elasticity and falls loose or finally snaps off. That's exactly what happens as we age. No, we do not snap off like rubber bands. Our skin loses its elasticity and its plumpness. Eye creams are kind of targeted towards taking care of that particular issue for our under eye area, which is the thinner and the more delicate area of our face. It is quarter the thickness of rest of the skin that we have on our bodies. Loss of elasticity and collagen with increasing age lead to various issues such as increased dryness in the skin around our eye area, which is also known as the periorbital area. Increase in fine lines, dark circles, puffiness. These are just some of the issues that we start facing as we age. Dermatologists recommend that you start using eye creams once you're in your 20s. So why can't we use a regular face moisturizer for an eye cream? The skin on our under eye area is extremely thin and delicate. It has also got fewer number of oil glands compared to the rest of our face. So the ingredients in our face moisturizers end up being really heavy or harsh for this particular skin under our eyes. It proves being too harsh for it. It can be irritating. It can cause more damage. It can do more bad than good for your skin. Using really heavy creams or oils can lead to formation of milia. You can look up on Google what milia is, but it's like these tiny white bumps that appear on our skin around this area. Sometimes all over the face, but mostly over here because of heavier creams and oils being used. Also, eye creams are formulated specifically for the skin around our eyes. They tend to be more thicker and contain more ingredients which are more soothing and target the specific concerns we have with regards to our under eyes. So eye creams are kind of similar to face moisturizers, but they have those ingredients at different potencies. That's the biggest difference. So unless you are ready to take your face moisturizer and try to dilute it enough, know the exact levels to dilute it to in order to apply it to your eye to target the specific concerns you have, I do think using eye creams is a good idea. Not just me, but dermatologists advise that too. Having said that, I have used eye creams on and off throughout my life. I have not been as religious about it as I should be, but now that I'm older than 35, I definitely need to get more serious about using eye creams in my daily skincare routine. As always, keep in mind that genetics, stress, diet, and your water consumption, these play a big role in the issues that you end up having in your skin overall, and more specifically for the skin under your eyes. Always choose eye creams that are fragrance free and are hypoallergenic in nature. Hypoallergenic meaning they are less likely to cause allergies. The first concern that we are going to target or talk about is dryness. Dryness is the concern that all of us by default should be addressing when it comes to our under eyes. Even if you think you don't have dryness under eyes, you should be addressing it because all the other issues like dark circles, fine lines, and puffiness, all these that we discussed, they do have dryness contributing and making them worse. Using eye creams that contain hyaluronic acid as a primary ingredient can help alleviate the dryness. Hyaluronic acid is a naturally occurring ingredient in our body that provides lubrication and cushioning. It is also humectant in nature, which means it pulls in the moisture from the air and provides that hydration to our skin. Eye creams containing glycerine are also a great hydrating option. Some great eye cream options from the drugstore are the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream, also the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream, and the Cetaphil Hydrating Eye Cream. These three are all drugstore options. Not only that, but they work great for hydration in the under eye area. The next concern we should talk about is dark circle, because I think that's one of the most common concerns. Folks who are younger also face dark circles. There are many different types of dark circles. The blood vessels in our under eye area are called capillaries. When blood pools in the capillaries and gets sluggish or doesn't circulate as well, it causes bluish dark circles. Lack of sleep, fatigue, stress, and the most overlooked cause of bluish dark circles is allergies and sinus issues. The way to alleviate it is to look for eye creams that contain vitamin K. Vitamin K has been known to avoid blood clotting. It gets the blood moving and kickstarts circulation. That, coupled with arnica, has been clinically proven to help reduce bruises and bluish appearance of our blood vessels. Also, caffeine is a great ingredient to look for in eye creams to deal with bluish dark circles. Vichy is a brand that has a great product which has, I think, vitamin C coupled with caffeine. It's a great option to deal with these type of dark circles. When you have thinner than usual under eye skin, the capillaries underneath are more visible, giving it a more reddish purple appearance. These are the second category of dark circles that we will be talking about. These type of dark circles are genetic in nature, and using a retinol for over 12 weeks can gradually thicken up the skin. However, retinols need to be used at least 12 weeks, if not more, to notice a visible difference. When you use retinols, using sunscreen of SPF 30 or more during the daytime is a must, because if you don't, you will be causing more harm than good for your under eye area. Some great options of retinol containing eye creams are the Inkey List Retinol Eye Cream, the drugstore brand called ROC. They have a retinol correction eye cream which has really great reviews. Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum, Olay Regenerist Retinol 24 Night Eye Cream. These are just a handful of great retinol containing eye cream options. Brown or black colored dark circles are caused due to sun damage coupled with the genetic factors. The way to deal with sun damage is always to revert back to our brightening heroes, which are vitamin C and niacinamide. Also, if you want more aggressive options, retinol eye creams can be used for this purpose as well. Some of the eye cream options I can suggest in this category are Murad Vita C Dark Circle Corrector, Kiehl's Powerful Strength Dark Circle Reducing Vitamin C Eye Cream, that's a mouthful, and Drunk Elephant Tango C Eye Cream. For severe dark and shadowy under eye dark circles, it's best to go and get the dermatologist's opinion, because sometimes fillers might be needed or maybe more aggressive retinols might be needed. When we talk about retinols, I also want to point out that there is a video I had made in depth about retinols and some great options for the face. I'll link that video down below as well. Make sure you check it out. Let's talk about the concern of fine lines, wrinkles, and crow's feet. So collagen is the main protein in our skin, and as we age, the collagen in our skin breaks down at a rapid pace, and also the skin is slower to rebuild it. So what ends up happening is you end up getting fine lines and wrinkles as we age. Also, if you are a more animated and a very expressive kind of a person, you will be more prone to developing fine lines and wrinkles in your under eye area, in addition to other parts of your face, of course. To alleviate the problem of fine lines and wrinkles in your under eye area, in addition to hydration, you have to concentrate on eye creams that have peptides. Peptides are the ingredient that penetrate the top layer of your skin and send a signal to your cells asking them to build more collagen. With more collagen, your skin becomes more plump and supple, which leads to a decrease in the fine lines. Also, going back to our golden ingredient, retinol. Retinol is a major collagen booster. So you can also use the eye creams I recommended with retinol in them, in addition to the ones that I'm mentioning now, which contain peptides. There's one by SkinCeuticals Smart AGE, that's a great option. Also, there's one by ROC again in drugstore, which is the multi-correctional eye cream that has been around and has great reviews as well. And number 7, Restore and Renew eye cream, again a drugstore option, also one that is highly touted by the reviews. Let's talk about the fourth concern, which is puffiness. Puffiness is caused due to collection of fluids. A diet that is high in protein and salt leads to more water retention. More water retention leads to bloating and puffiness. A quick fix to it is using a cold spoon in the mornings under your eye before you continue with your daytime skincare routine. And another option is also to use caffeine once again, because caffeine constricts the capillaries, which are the blood vessels in your under eye area, and when it constricts those, the blood flows and also the puffiness goes down. Please note that eye creams that contain caffeine are not long-term fix. They work only as long as they have been applied to your skin. Some great options of eye creams to deal with under eye baggage is Dr. Brand's No More Baggage. That's a great eye cream. And also Garnier Skin Active Ultra Lift Anti-Wrinkle Eye Cream. That is also a great option for reducing puffiness. Please take care of your periorbital area. This area needs to be exfoliated along with your facial skin. When skin cells get trapped, they form milia, which is what I mentioned earlier. Milia is caused by lack of exfoliation and also by using really heavy creams or oils which are not necessarily meant for the under eye area. Milia can be treated by dermatologists and also by some strong retinol in your skincare. Once again, I appreciate you spending time with me on my channel, Beauty is Subjective. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Also, like and share this video.